Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 down at the 31-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
30-yard line, second and 12. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's good for 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Packers.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete.
Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The first quarter.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Panthers.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Newton. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Complete to
Mike Evans. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Buried there defensively.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The 42-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
The Packers' 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
11 on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Panthers 21, Packers 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Panthers 21, Packers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Thomas. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
They're on 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Cam on the option. A quick toss outright. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Butker on for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Newton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Rodgers
picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DJ Moore. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson.
Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Packers 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
Hey, McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Behind the chain, second and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now a run with McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashawn Gary coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
A gain of 2.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Rodgers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Robert Tonyan.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
42-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
38, Packers 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up second.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 3.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Carolina.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards there, first down.
And a Panther first down.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
17 more yards.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Panthers to throw once more. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Panthers 51, Packers 34.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.